Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements this December, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's okay. So it's lovely to be here this evening, and it's lovely that you're all here as well. Richard just informed me that there's over 60 people already, which is amazing. So just I'll just wait until the names come up here, and then once that's organised, we will get going. So we've got seashells here. Hey lady, thank you for that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go with Kimber. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. That's what I say. I'm very quick off that. So hi everybody. Evening all, Kimber. Good evening, Terry. And hiya Heather. Hi Alison. Hiya Gail. Hiya Sarah. So hiya Louise there as well. And Jennifer. Yeah. Oh, we've got a man in. We've got Philip in. Well done, Philip. Hiya Tina. Right, Kelly. When do you want me to start? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Sheila, can I come to you, please? Sheila Fritz. So you did, the name's gone, so I'm just going to write it down. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Right, so Sheila, hiya. It's lovely to be working here with you this evening. I'm drawn to you, and I know this is going to sound really crazy, but I was drawn to you because I felt the need for strawberries and cream. So it's a really, really crazy thing to say, but there's a lady I feel in the world of spirit, and she's coming to you, and she's just bringing a big bowl full of strawberries and cream. Now, with this, I just feel as though it's a summertime thing, and I feel as though she liked tennis, not necessarily playing tennis herself, but it's as though with you, I'm feeling as though there's a match going on, and it's like somebody's hitting the ball and somebody's hitting it back, and it's like this. So I hope you're understanding what I'm talking about, because this lady is just saying it's strange, but she's just saying, stand back and watch the match, because this is what she's doing, and she's just saying, you don't need to get involved, Sheila. It's very strange. It's a very strange message, and I'm sorry that it's like this, but with me, it's just the way she's coming in. She's just giving you a big pat on the back, saying, well done, because I feel as though you did a lot for this lady. I think she's a nan, And I think she's coming in with a lot of love, a lot of upliftment, and a lot of happiness for you. She's also brought a churn from a dairy farm. So I don't know if she worked on a dairy farm or she had something to do with cattle, but she's taking me outdoors and she's telling me that you want to be walking a little bit more, and you want to be, if I say taking control a little bit, control meaning getting out there yourself a little bit, relaxing and just enjoying yourself a little bit, because I do feel as though you've been looking after everybody else and everybody else's problems and issues, and you need to get yourself out there now and just give yourself that time out, because she's giving me this beautiful farm, but she's also given me some trees and a walking down a lane. And I hope you can understand this, Sheila. She's also giving me the thumbs up. So, where's my camera? So she's saying, you're doing okay. You're doing great, lass. You're doing great. And I had to say lass because I'm Yorkshire. So it's the terminology that she's using. So I hope you can understand that. But she's talking also about changing the settee. And I just feel as though there's a movement going around the house. So I hope that's okay for you, Sheila. I'll leave that with you. Thank you. That's absolutely fine. I can work with that. Thanks, Richard. So, hiya, Raven. It's lovely to meet you this evening. So we'll go with Raven again if we can, please. As the next. Eddie, sorry, just come up as Raven, so I'm not worried. Right, Eddie, that's a great name. Brilliant. Just linking in here. A lot of the time I close my eyes when I work. This helps me concentrate. So I know it's not good for television, but I'm really sorry. It's just the way I work. So there's a gentleman coming in, Eddie, and he's talking about his heart. I did feel as though he passed with a heart condition, and it was quite a major one. I hope you understand this, but he is bringing a dog with him, and it's more like a little Jack Russell. And I do feel as though he comes around you a lot because he gives you a lot of encouragement. Because I do feel as though you've been, you've been a bit down lately, and he's just pushing you back up, and he's just saying, no, it's getting darker on a night, but he's saying the stars will show you the way, because he's talking about the moon as well. I do feel as though you've got an interest in the moon and the stars. The universe, but this gentleman is just saying, he's talking about a pilot. I don't know if you understand a pilot from the world of spirit. I do feel as though he was in the Air Force, or and he's coming in here. He was a fighter pilot, because he's just giving you the fighter pilot there is giving you the Spitfires and the Hurricanes. So I'm not saying he was in the battles a long time, but I do feel as though if you look back, you do know this gentleman, because he's coming in with you, and he's giving you the balance, because he's saying, it's just getting you to balance a little bit, Eddie, because I feel as though you've been really out of sorts some of the time lately. But he does come in, and he's just giving you a rum truffle, for goodness sake. I don't know why, but this is the way he's showing me a truffle, and he's just saying enjoy the little things. But he's once again, I know I said the same with the other lady there, he's taking you into the woods to walk, but he's taking you to a sacred place for yourself. And I do feel as though it's a circle in some woods, and it's like this area, it's like the circle is not stone, it's like a fairy circle, and that sounds bizarre, but it's like mushrooms all the way around it, and I do like fungi, so that's the mushroom. So, and I've got a terrible sense of humour, so take no notice, please. But yes, it's just coming in. Is telling me about some fights that have been going on around you, not necessarily with you, but he's keeping you out of the way of it. And he's just, I don't know if this is to do with the family, but he's just keeping you out of the way. And he's saying, please, Eddie, don't put the bar too high for yourself, love, because you're gonna overdo yourself. Just try and lower the bar, but praise yourself for being the person you are, because you're lovely. And that's the way he's putting it. So I hope you can understand that, Eddie. So I'll say good night. God bless to you. Thank you. Absolutely, thank you. Right. Can I come to Lynn, please? We've just gone past the Lynn. Thank you. Okay, hi Lynn. It's lovely that you've come this evening, and thank you very much. I've just been taken to my stomach area, just under my chest. I feel as though really you need to, somebody around you needs to breathe. And I don't know whether this is having panic attacks or things like this, but it's a case of controlling the situation. It's a really strange feeling. It's as though, the way that I'm getting it, Lynn, it's as though I've just had the wind taken out of me. So it's like a shock. So please just understand that you need to breathe. Whoever it's involving, there's a breathing technique going on here, and it's just getting control of back of the body. It's just this here, and they're just saying, once you've got this control, you'll feel a lot better. Because what you've got to understand is it's the fight or flight mechanism in your body, and you've got to be able to, it's like, I'm sorry about this, but it's like giving birth. You've got to go, and this is what they're doing, because believe it or not, I've suffered with panic attacks as well, but I've learned how to do it. But this is what they're saying to you. So this lady's now giving me wings, because she's talking about you flying in your dreams, and she's saying you actually go all over the world in your dreams, but she's saying you're often quite tired on a morning when you get up. And this lady's actually just saying to me that just tell Lynn from us that thank you for doing all the work with spirit, thank you for being the lovely guide that you are, because I do feel as though you do the guiding in the night. But she's saying you must ask that you get the energy to to actually do the day's work when it comes round to it. So they understand what's going on, but they want you to know that they're here, to know that you are being looked after, you are being guided, but you also are actually guiding others in your night's sleep. So this is where it all comes from. This lady in the world of spirit has brought a little cupcake for you, and I believe it's a lemon flavour. It's like a lemon drizzle, and she's saying she used to do a lot of baking and cookery, and she wants you to do this also. She's also talking about you listening to music a lot and singing. Now, I can't sing for toffee, but she's talking about you singing, and that will help with the breathing thing. So she's just giving me a working pony as well. When I say a working pony, I feel as though this pony was like a cart pony, and it used to go around the streets, and I feel as though you used to pat this pony. If it's just coming round for another pat for you. So I just needed to give you that. So I'm just gonna love you and leave you, Lynn, with that. Thank you. Good night. Okay, Richard. That's You're doing brilliantly. Okay, Margaret. That's all right. I'll go with Margaret. She's just up, so that'll do. It's just put them up and they'll be fine. So, hiya, Margaret. Can you tell me? They do come, Margaret. It's just sometimes sometimes it's just not the right time, or they don't like the medium, or some things like that. But Margaret, I'm here tonight, and I do feel as though there is a gentleman in the world of spirit who comes very, very close to you. Whether this is your dad or your granddad, I don't know, but he's certainly coming close to you. I do feel as though he's smoked quite a bit, because he's just blowing the smoke at me, and I feel as though you actually can smell him. I've also got a lady that comes through. I do feel as though she's on a nana vibration, and she's brought lavender, and I'm sure you can smell this lavender all around you, because she's making me quite high with it. But she's telling you, can you just relax a little bit? Because I feel as though I don't know whether you've just been run off your feet today or run off your feet in the past few days, but it's just as though there's only you doing the work. And the way that I've just been given it is, you've got to be a bit more of a manager, my love, and delegate. Because this lady, this Nana, I believe, she's just saying, it's okay to do everything, because you can do it to the way that you want it done. But she's just saying, you need time out, my girl. You need time out. So she's just saying, can you just step back a little bit and just have that cup of tea? Because your nan's just telling me about a cup of tea and some digestive biscuits. And she's just saying, I believe that somebody had a garden, whether this is your nana or your granddad, but they're talking about the garden, and they've brought a courgette of all things, and some mushrooms. Once again, we've got the mushrooms in. So they're just coming in with the good food there for you, and they're making me aware that they just want you to eat a bit more of the good food. They're bringing the stews in for the autumn time and preparing for Christmas to come. Now, I'm not getting prepared for Christmas, but I do believe that you are trying to, and but they're saying it's more to do with the love that's around rather than all the material things. That sounds awful, and I don't wish it to be. It's just the way it's coming through, because they're saying that it's what you want is the love around you, and that's what's coming in. Okay, so they're just bringing somebody that used to wear a hat all the time. I know you've just said your husband, and I've just got a hat. So he's just coming in here, and it's moving pictures on you all. So I don't know if you've just moved some pictures, but he's talking about a collage of photos. So I don't know if you're making photos and putting them all together in a collage, but he's there working with you, and he wants you to know this. He wants you to know also about the flowers, the bouquet of flowers that I feel as though you're going to get. And he's just sending them with love, and he's just saying, can you please keep the flowers rather than putting them on the grave, because he wants you to have them, my love. He's coming in very close, and he's talking about the ring. He's giving you the ring, and he's just saying, keep it with you. You don't have to use it on your finger, but it can be on a chain. And that's what he wants to give you, my love. So I hope that makes sense to you. But he's talking about keeping your feet warm as well, especially in bed. So I'm going to love you and leave you with that, Margaret. Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Go on then. Right, so shall we go with Heidi then? Heidi Spicer. That's a lovely name, Heidi. Thank you. Thank you for saying good evening. It's lovely to hear from you. Heidi, right. I've got a load of books with you, my love. And it's as though there's a bit more work to be done, because and I feel as though there's a gentleman coming in here, and he's putting the books down, and I just feel as though he's like an accountant type gentleman. And the way he's doing it, he's showing me the columns of work, and he's telling me, so please can you get things in order, because this is what he wants you to do. If there's, it's as though you need to look at things differently, place them in an order, and then see where you want to be. So I hope you're understanding this, because he's very adamant that you need to get yourself sorted. So it's as though there's something coming up, and you really need to get it sorted out, and it is to do with facts and figures, I believe. So can you just bear that in mind, my love, because this gentleman really does come in close to you. I don't feel as though he's a close relative, but I do feel as though he works from the world of spirit with you, like a guide. But he comes in quite close, and this is what he's trying to do. He was very influential when he lived on this earth, and he has brought a walking stick, but he's saying once you've got things settled, he's saying that he used to go fishing because he's got a fishing rod, but he wants you to do your hobby, to relax and get your head back into gear, and this is the way he's brought it. He's also brought a Chinese lady with him for a Chinese connection, And I do feel as though you work with the spirit a lot, because she's one of your guides, and she's just giving you once again the logic approach. They're also building bricks here. Now I've got Lego bricks, but then it's coming more into the bricks, the full bricks, and it's as though you need to separate yourself a little bit. No, sorry, that was my fault. I do feel as though there's a shed that needs to be built with the bricks, and I just feel as though this is going to get done, but maybe not when you want it to be done, because I just feel as though you need more space, my love, and this is what they're talking about. So I hope you're understanding this message. But there is a lady in the world of spirit now, and I do feel she's once again on an ant side, and she's just given me a little bracelet, a very, very thin bracelet. I can't tell whether it's silver or gold. I believe it's silver. It's like a little christening bracelet, and she's just saying, I've still got it, I'm still here. So there you go. So there you go. But she comes in with all her love, and she's just saying, we're looking after you, Heidi. Just look after yourself, and get yourself in order a little bit. I think they are going to give you the time. It may be a blessing in disguise that's coming here to give you the time to get everything sorted out. So if you get a lot of time and you're thinking, what's this for? Please remember this message. Okay, thank you, my love. Love and God bless. Okay, Richard. Hi. Yeah, come on. Keep up, come on. Hi, is that Volta? Is that how I'm pronouncing? I can't speak now. Look, it's gone. No, that's fine. Absolutely fine. So it's sometimes it's spirit that'll do this to me to make me realise that I'm human. Because it's as you know, it's the spirit that work through me. It's them that's doing all the work, and Richard there, of course. So Volta, it's lovely to be with you here this evening. So I'm just coming in here, and I love the V, because this reminds me of that television program years ago that was on. I never saw it, but there was that, it was all the rage at one point with the V, but they're just talking there. There's a gentleman coming in, and he's brought a bike, a pedal bike, and he's making you pedal a bit more. He's trying to get you a little bit fitter, I believe, and it's just as though I feel honestly as though you should be in the gym. I hate them, but it's putting you on this bike, and you're going round and round and round and going nowhere. Now, I'm going to take you off that bike and say it's symbolic, is this? Because to me, you're on the wrong track. Because if you're going nowhere, it means you need to be on a different cycle. And this is where the change is, because they've just moved me off this bike and put you onto a motorbike with an engine, and you can go faster and further then. So I hope you're understanding this, but this is the way that they've brought it, because your life's been at a bit of a standstill, even though you've been working hard. So give yourself a break, get you change. There's a big change coming up. It's as though you've got a T-junction and you need to change your point of view. Right, okay, so you need to change your point of view now, because this is they're taking me on a different track for you. So will you please just follow your instincts and just use in fact, what they're saying is there's a lady coming in from the world of spirit. She doesn't give me a name or anything, but I do feel as though she's on a mother link, and she's just coming in and she's just saying, will you look after yourself, and will you just take notice of your body? She's giving you so much love and so many cuddles. She's also brought a teddy bear in the shape of a polar bear, and it's white, and she's just cuddling it. She's cuddling it because she's talking about the purity that you are, and you need to know this, because I do feel as though the way that you've tried so hard, you need to give yourself the cuddle and give yourself the strength back. She has brought a load of cabbages and fruits and veg for you, because she's just trying to give you this love and this understanding. But she's also put me in a big aircraft, a big airliner. Now, I know we're not traveling far at the moment, but she's taking me across to Canada with you, and she's saying she wants you to go see the mountains, well, the Rocky Mountains that she's showing me. I think they're in America. I don't know. Geography's not good, but she's showing me the Rocky Mountains, and she's just saying she loves that area, and she's just taking you there. So I hope you're understanding this message. There's also a gentleman that loved trains, because he's just given me the train tracks now, and plonked you on the train tracks. So there you go. So you're just getting yourself going there. You're now on the train tracks. You're now on the right tracks. So get yourself going. You're fine. So and that's what that's the way they've put it. Now you're on the right track, because I've just been shown the tracks. So I hope that's okay for you, Volta. You just look after yourself, and I know you're going through a hard time there, but okay. So I'll leave you with that, Volta. Thank you ever so much for working with me. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. Okay, we'll go with Haley then. Haley, diet. Oh, sorry. It's like working live. When you work live, you just get a name in front of you, so you go with it. So Haley, good to see you there, sweetheart. Nice to know that you're there. Right, strange. They've just brought me a boxing ring there, and it's. I don't know if you knew anybody that was a boxer, but they've just given me the boxing, and they're just saying, keep your defences up, keep your defences up. And there's a gentleman here, and he's quite a big tufty gentleman, if you see what I mean. And he's having a bit of a laugh with you, because he's just making me aware that the way he's put it is, you're quite delicate, but he's giving you the strength, because he's just saying, you need the strength and the energy to keep doing what you're doing. So I've no idea what you're doing, my love, but I do feel as though you need the energy to do it. So will you listen a little bit more to your instincts, please? Because you're doing what we all do. And we really know that we shouldn't be sort of going into the fridge and getting a load of chocolate out, but we do it anyway. But no, I don't mean it like that. But what they're saying is, they're trying to give you the information through thought. Now, I do feel as though you're very spiritual, and I do feel as though you should be working with spirit, but you're somehow not tuning in quite right, if you see what I mean. So they're just saying, instead of trying so hard, this is the easiest way to do it, is just to relax, to ask for more information and to relax, because the more you get tense, the harder it is for the world of spirit to come through. So I hope you understand this, but they've just brought this for you. They've also brought me a pair of Doc Martin boots. I love them as well. And I feel as though there's somebody in the world of spirit that loved Doc Martin boots, and they've just given you some. But they're saying this is because you've got a long way to go. But remember, it's the first step that gets you somewhere. Okay? So, because you're going to be doing really, really well, my love. Just, if you're working with cards, just remember that the spirit will show you where you need to be with the cards. You don't always have to read the bottom of them. Just ask spirit what you think is right for the person. So I hope you're understanding this, because it's just what's coming through. There is a lady that is coming through for you, and I feel as though once again she was an aunt, and because she's got an apron on, and she used to wear her apron a lot to try and keep her clothing clean, and she was always cleaning. In fact, she was a bit OCD with it, but she's saying you don't need to now, but she's saying you do need to concentrate on just working as you want to work. That's the only way that I can feel it. She's talking about you doing like reflexology as well, because she's making my thumbs work on people, and she's just taking you out to dinner. I feel as though there's a surprise. I shouldn't be saying this. If it's a surprise, they are naughty sometimes. They're just taking me out for a nice surprise meal. So I hope you're going to go out and enjoy yourself, my love. So I hope that's okay for you, Hayley. Just love and light to you. Thank you. Okay, Richard. We'll go with Elaine then. Okay. Oh, sorry, Eileen. Sorry. Okay, Eileen. Thank you once again for coming. I'm just going to get a quick drink. There's a gentleman coming in now, and I've just said about the quick drink, and he's making me. He's referring to himself. He used to like a pint, more than a pint, and he's just coming in, and he's sat at a bar, and he's like enjoying himself, and he's just saying it's really nice here. He's just saying he wants you to know that he is with the family, and he wants you to know that he's enjoying himself. He's quite a straight gentleman, if I say the word. What I'm meaning is he will call a spade, and he wants you to stand up for yourself a little bit more, because I do feel as though you've let people run over you a little bit, and not necessarily abuse you, but not exactly thanked you for all you've done. And this is the way he's putting it. It's as though you've tried so hard for so many people, but he's just, there's a few people that just take the biscuit, if you see what I mean. And he's just saying, let them go, wish them well, but now you spend time for you. He has brought a birthday cake or a celebratory cake for you, and so that indicates to me that there's a celebration coming, and he wants you to know that he will be there having a pint. There's also a lady that loved some sherry and some rum, so he's coming in with this. Because he's just bringing all the people round, and they're all having a right good time in this here bar. And it's not a bar with a fire in. It's a very old-fashioned one. It's so it's just a place for drinking, rather than sitting, rather than a family bar, he's saying. So he's taking us back a little bit now. Excuse me, he's just taking me to Yeadon Airport. Now, I don't know if you know Yeadon Airport, but it's up in Bradford and Leeds area. But there was a little pub up there, and he's just taken me there because he's talking about plane spotting. Now, it's quite strange, is this, because we've had a few planes tonight already. But he's saying, no, he liked watching the planes take off and land. And this is what I've got to say to you, Eileen, is to make sure you protect yourself when you're going to work with spirit, especially at the beginning of the when you start and when you finish. So it's just making you aware of this, because I feel as though sometimes you're leaving yourself open for, if I say, mischievous spirits coming in. So that's what they're doing. So they just want you to know this. They've brought you some slippers, so look after your feet. And there's a lady that used to be always on her knees. I feel as though she was very religious, and she used to believe in getting down on her knees a lot, because she's just rubbing your knees, and she's saying, can you please keep your knees going, and I don't know if you've just banged your knees, sweetheart, but it's just as though your knees need to be a bit protected as well. So no, so just look after your knees, love, and don't worry. I think what she's saying, she's talking about some potted plants, and she's just saying, get the potted plants up on a table or a bench, rather than you going down to them, get them up to your level, so you're not hurting your knees. So that's what she's talking about. But she is saying also, will you please have the faith in yourself, because sometimes you're doubting. And she says, you don't need to doubt. We're always here, we're always with you, and we're always guiding you. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that, Eileen. Thank you. Okay, Richard? All right. Hello, happy birthday, Joanne. it's lovely to have you there. Okay, we'll go Polly then, seeing as there's loads of kisses all over it and hearts all over it. It's just as they come through. So, hiya, Polly. It's nice that you're there. So, I know you've got a lot of hearts and faces there coming in, but I've got stars coming in for you. Because there's a lady, she's a very, very gentle lady, and she's coming round and she's just saying, you are a star. She wants you to know this. She wants you to know that I do feel as though you've helped this lady a lot in her life, whether it's a nan or your mum, I don't know. But she is here and she's just sending the kisses back and the star. She's talking about a Christmas time with a special Christmas tree. Now, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing a white Christmas tree. Now, I'm not saying it is white, but there's something to do with a very, very special Christmas. But she is saying, can you look forward to the Christmas coming? But once again, she's already saying, she's very forward looking, is this lady, because she's also taken me to the Easter of next year. And she's saying Easter also was a special time for herself. Now, I do feel as though she was very religious and she used to go to the church. This is the Orthodox church, like Methodists, because she's brought the Easter egg, but she's also brought the woven cross. And she's just saying, keep the faith. Now, doesn't necessarily mean you have to go down the Methodist route or anything like that, but what she's meaning is keep the faith in yourself, because you are somebody special. I believe that you are a healer and that you maybe do Reiki or the spiritual healing, but she says animals are also important to you, and she wants you to know that she does come round with the dogs and the rabbits. There's also a gentleman that comes round, now I know on your picture you've got the puppet and the soldiers there, but I have got a soldier working with you, and when the soldiers come in, they usually is bringing his rifle and he's making you stand up a bit taller, and he's just saying, he's giving you the discipline, because it's as though you need to have the discipline in your own self to do what you need to do. Now, I don't know where he's going with this, but he is just giving you the discipline. Whether I feel as though you need to do a bit more studying. This is where he's taking me. So you need to get on and put your head down a little bit and get the studying done. So please be aware of this gentleman. As I say, he has a rifle, and he is coming and standing guard over you while you work. He's giving you the energy and the strength and the upliftment while you're working. And it's also bringing a cat that sits on your shoulder. So I don't know if you had a cat, but it's just laying on your shoulder, keeping you warm, keeping you amused, and just being there. He's talking about some. Now then, they've just brought me a dog that's just had a litter of puppies, and I do feel as though it's going to need help, and I don't know whether you're going to be feeding some of these puppies. I hope you can understand this. I've just been given this dog. So Right. Okay, but it's just got this dog, so just be aware of being up on a night feeding things. So I hope you're understanding that, Polly. Thank you for working with me, and thank you. Good night. Thanks. Right, is this for me then? Sorry. Right, there's some adverts coming, so so we'll be back in a second or two. Thank you.
You're watching a demonstration of mediumship, broadcasting live to Facebook and YouTube. The show will continue after these short announcements. After the show tonight and around 9:30 p.m, we have our regular online Zoom chat for anyone who wishes to join us. The login details are placed in the SPTV fan page. Tomorrow morning we have our Divine Service with Wimbledon Spiritualist Church that starts from 11 a.m. Sunday evening from 8 p.m. we have our VIP fledgling night with Moira Hawkins. Details about becoming a VIP can be found on our website. For more information on our broadcasts, schedule, and information about the presenters, please visit our website. That's it for all the announcements. I'll pass you back to our guest. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you once again. Thank you, Richard. Go on. Yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. Thank you. Okay. All right, then we'll go to Jade, seeing as Jade came up there. So that's it. You're doing great, Richard. Thank you. Hiya, Jade. It's good to know that you're there. I've just done that, and somebody said it's a bit like the old television program. How? With the Indians, because around you I do feel as though you've got Native American Indian guides coming in here, in particular one that's coming in very, very close to you, and he's certainly got a feather there, and he's coming in with the music because he's beating the drum. And sorry, I've got an itch. These things happen when you're working on camera. But he's just beating the drum, and he's telling you that you need to beat the drum a bit firmer. And I don't know if that's it. He's telling you about meditating. And he's saying you can meditate to different music, you know. You don't have to stay on the same one. It's entirely up to you, because sometimes the spirits will change round, will change your guides around, and you don't have to just stay with the same things all the time. This is the way they do it. They're telling me with you there, Jade. They're making me aware that I feel as though you need to do a lot of running, or somebody's doing running around you. I know running is the thing at the moment. Everybody seems to be doing marathons and things, but I do feel as though somebody's talking about you getting your trainers on and going out and doing this. But sorry, I'm slowing down a little bit, because this is you. It's as though you're going in bursts. You're doing things in bursts. But what this gentleman is saying, this Indian guide is saying, is get yourself balanced so that everything works easier for you, so that you're not jumping from one thing to another thing to another thing. So just level yourself out a bit if you can. Now, I don't know whether you've been going to school runs and things and trying to fit everything in, but he is saying there is a different way of doing things to fit everything around. He's also talking about losing keys. It's as though you can't find your keys on a morning or something. I don't know if this is making sense to you, but he's just picking up the keys and throwing them down on the table there. And he just wants you to know that that the spirit do come around, and they are paying attention to things, and they want you to pay more attention to things, because it's the little things that are causing the issues. And I've got a kitchen sink with a problem underneath. It's like a plumbing problem. So they're just talking about this, but oh, they're making me blink as well. There's a young lady in the world of spirit coming in, and she's winking at you. And I do feel as though, when I say young lady, I feel as though she was about 13 when she passed. But she's winking at you. Now, I'm not saying that she's a family member, but I do feel as though you did know her. And she's got a lovely personality, and she comes round you a lot. And she just, I feel as though it's this young lady that's moving the keys and things, actually, because she's just made me aware of this. There is also a picture of a photo of a lady who you've seen blink on the photo, and you thought, was it? Well, yes, it was. Because I do also feel as though you're seeing lights flashing here, there, and everywhere, and I do know that this is to do with spirit lights, and you're seeing things a bit more now. So just don't be upset by it. Just understand that it's spirit trying to communicate with you, and just know that they're there, and just say hi. Okay. I do know that you want to join a group or something to do with this sort of work. Just look around for the one that you get drawn to, and make sure that you feel comfortable in the circle, and don't push yourself too hard before you start to run, if you see what I mean. Walk before you can run. That's the way that they're putting it. Somebody's just brought the song for Cornetto. So they're taking me to Vienna with this. I think it's Vienna. No, Venice with this. But they also took me to Vienna, where the royal horses are, where the Lipizzanas are, because I do feel as though you like to watch the horses there, the Lipizzanas, because they've just brought the horses in for you. So I just feel as though you've got Austrian connections, and it's a bit like walking through the hills in Sound of Music with you. It's lovely. So it's just the clean air, the clean atmosphere, and they're wanting you to get that clean air somehow. So look forward to going when we can. So with that, Jade, I will love you and leave you. Thank you. Good night. God bless. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's doing brilliant. Oh dear. Okay, we'll go with Mary, seeing as Mary's come up. Hi Mary, Mary Dixie. That's a lovely name, Dixie. It's a beautiful name. I just get this, there's a lady in the world of spirit coming in, and she's quite jolly. It's as though she's dancing. I do feel as though she's on a mum link or a nana link, and she's really dancing. She's dancing to the music, and she's just saying it's she wants you to be doing this. I don't know if you do, but I'm thrilled with all this movement that's going on here, Mary. She's just picking up a handbag now and she's off. It's as though she's off to the shop. She wants to get going. She's giving you a bit more energy, and she's saying if you want a new dress, you know, you can get one. You don't have to just stay. What she's trying to say is she's going through your clothes and she's going through your wardrobe, and she's just saying, if you want new things, you know, you are allowed to get them. But she is saying you perhaps need to get rid of some as well first, because she's just shown me I feel as though there's a drawer and it's sort of the bottom's gone on it. So just will you watch for that, because your clothes are getting stuck in there, and she's just making sure that you don't get your fingers caught under there. Hope that makes sense to you. She has brought a little dog in, and she's brought another dog in. It's more like a Labrador that's coming in to give you the upliftment and the friendship here. She's talking about New South Wales. I think that's Australia, isn't it? I don't know. She just said New South Wales, so I've just got to give you that. But she's talking also about you, about Wales, going to Wales yourself, and I do feel as though there's a connection here with Wales and yourself. I don't know where you live or anything about you, but she's just taking me to Wales, the country Wales. She wants you to watch your shoes as well, because it's as though you need a whole new turnaround with everything, and it's going to go further than your clothes. It's as though you're wanting different pictures, you're wanting different furniture. She's talking about you sleeping, and she's talking about your neck getting a bit sore on a night, because she's saying you need to change your pillows as well, and she's really making you sort of change everything. But she is coming with a lot of love and a lot of energy for you. She's talking about you liking salads and fish food. So she's when I say fish food, I meant shellfish. Because they've just given me some fish food and put it in the fish tank. So she's just making me aware of a fish tank with some goldfish in. But I do feel as though somebody had some of the tropical fish, and I feel as though also you get pleasure in watching fish because they're very, very relaxing. So she's making me aware of this. She's also talking about watching the television and falling asleep in front of it. I think we all do this though, because I feel as the way she's giving me it, she likes the soaps, and she's just watching Emmerdale and Crossroads and all the old ones. She's just pointing out that the old ones were the best, and she wants you to have the fun of the old days or older days, and take yourself back a little bit into your childhood, and so that you can enjoy that time of your life again, rather than being bombarded with all the intense things that's going on these days. This is the way she puts it. She's just really making me aware of that. So there you go. She is saying, if you like a little tipple in your drink on a night, please do so. She's just saying, just enjoy yourself, my love. And she's talking about piano as well. I don't know if you played the piano, but she's certainly playing the piano and having a good sing-song with it. So with that, I'm going to love you and leave you and just say good night. God bless. Thank you. Okay, we'll go with James then. It's okay. I don't mind doing this because, as you know, it's the spirit that's working. So it's them that get the credit there. So hiya, James. How do I say that? Davney. I'm useless at words. But hiya, James. It's lovely that you're there. Just changing the atmosphere, changing everything over. The gentleman coming in here, he I feel as though he was a granddad or a father. He used to wear glasses. He's just given me the glasses. Now I know I wear glasses, and I know you've got your glasses on there, so I'm just, please don't take any notice of that bit, but he is just coming in and he's talking about an ambulance driver. Now, I don't necessarily know whether he was an ambulance driver, but he's certainly putting his foot down a little bit, and he's saying, come on. It's just, I feel as though you want something now. It's as though you want something immediately and you're having to wait. And it's not doing you any good to wait, if you see what I mean. But he's saying, we can't do it any quicker. There is a reason for it being postponed a little bit, delayed a little bit. This is the way he's saying it. So can you please take the foot off the pedal a little bit and just give yourself the time out to relax? I don't know where this is going and what this is all about, but this is the way he's just showing me, because it's saying, even when he was driving the ambulance with the red lights on, with the blue lights on, sometimes they had to slow things down when they got to a junction. And this is what the way he's saying it to you. He's saying we have to slow things down sometimes, but once the slow bit's gone, you'll find that it comes in and you'll be ready for it. So he's just saying, get everything ready, get yourself moved, just keep in control of your thoughts. Oh, that was strange. But he's just literally round you. He's coming around you, and he's showing me different things on your glasses, and it's as though you're seeing more through your third eye. And he's saying, just remember though that you need to be in control of this, because it's a bit like when you go to bed, I don't feel as though you're sleeping well because they're still coming in. You need to really open up and close down and make sure that you are actually in the driving seat of all this, of your spirit work, if you see what I mean. I hope you're understanding this. All right. Well, so I'm talking to myself basically. Well, if this is being recorded, somebody will probably tell me later. We can get it to him that way. Okay. Do you want to move on then? Thank you. Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, go on. We'll go with birthday girl, seeing as it's your birthday. Okay. So hiya, Joanne. You've got the same surname that I used to have. I've gone back to me unmarried name now. But it's lovely to know that you're there, Joanne, and happy birthday from me. It's good that you've come in to do this today on your birthday, special day. So there's a cat coming in from the world of spirit, and I feel as though it passed when it was quite young, but it comes in to sit with you. I do feel as though you're very, very well connected with animals, because there's not only just one cat there, but there's a host of animals all round. There's also a bunny rabbit, and I have to say a bunny rabbit, because I do feel as though it was when you were younger that this rabbit was here. Quite a big thing. And there's a donkey and a pony and a horse. So you've got all the equines there that are coming in. They've also given me a big Shire horse for you, to give you the strength and the energy to go forward. Because I do feel as though you've been quite lacking in energy, if I can say that like that. And this Shire horse is giving you the energy, but it's also got a harness on it, and it's asking you to put all your burdens on it. So the way that I'm being shown is it's carrying your load now. So instead of you carrying everything, share it. They've also taken me to, they've given me a necklace with the tree of life on it, and I hope that means something to you. They've just given me this necklace because they are saying that you do enjoy the countryside, and I feel as though there is a special tree that you go sit with. Now they're showing me a weeping willow, and I can see you sitting under it. Maybe not in this weather, but when it's nice and sunny, you actually fell asleep once under this tree when you were a bit younger. So they're bringing this in. There is a gentleman coming in, and I do feel as though he was a miner, because he's brought the lamp on his helmet, and he's showing you the way forward. He's saying, "I'll never ever let you down." So he brings the smell of soot with him, and of coal, and he just gives you that upliftment, and they've given me the he's giving me the miner's lamp, and with this I'm seeing that it's the hermit card in the tarot pack. Now with this, it's not that you're going to be on your own, it's that you need yourself to be the guide in this way. The spirits are guiding you, but you need to follow your own soul and have the strength of your own soul. So they're coming in with this, so the miner's lamps here. So it's really good that is coming in. There's also a gentleman that used to be on the fishing boats, because I'm smelling the fish as well. And he's just making sure that the waters are a bit calmer now for you, and they're just giving you the upliftment that you need. But they're also giving you, there's a lady who used to make the trifles, because she's just given me a really, really big sherry trifle for you. And that's the way that they're giving me it. They have given me a photo, and they're saying, can you look at the photo? I feel as though this is your dad, and I've just got it here. But your dad's coming in. I feel as though there was a photo that was actually placed in a coffin, and he's just saying he's got it. So I hope you understand that. He's sending roses, and he's sending petunias, and he's sending some daffodils. So I can hope you've got all that, Joanne. And once again, happy birthday. Good night. God bless. I'll finish now if you don't mind, because I'm working. Thank you everybody for your love, understanding, your comments. Thank you to Richard. And I know I didn't mention it earlier, but I do have Facebook. It's I've got the Light Within that I work from, and the Janet Wildman page as well. So you can get me on those if you'd like. Thank you. Thank you. That's lovely. Thank you. Yeah. Great. I'm so pleased. This is why we do. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you for working with me this evening. Thank you for the lovely comments, and I hope you've all really enjoyed it. And thank you to Richard there and my spirit guides and inspirers who have done a really, really good job this evening. So thank you all. Good night. God bless. Thank you.